right, I'm at the race shop, so there's going to be a little bit of background noise, but I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to tear one of the we call it a brush motor, toothbrush motor. It's a Colgate 360 white. You got to make sure it's this style. If you try to buy a cheap one, you're not going to have near the motor, and you basically wasted your money. So spend the money. They're $5 to $6. You can get them at, like around here, they're the Dollar Tree has them. I mean, if you look around, you can also get them from Walgreens, drugstore. A little bit more expensive, but basically just need something to cut the box open. I just have an X-Acto knife handy here. Kind of go through this pretty quick. There's no real pretty way to do this. It gets kind of ugly, I guess you could say. You can keep this, pitch this, do whatever you want with it. Cool part is, for your money, you can get 2 Energizer batteries or AAAs. So you basically got the bulk of your money back right there. So as you can see down inside the can, or the tube right here, you can see the back half of the can. Usually what I would do at this point, run the motor for about 10 or 15 minutes, kind of let it break in before you actually hit the track power at 12 volts to it. Heavy duty pair of side cutters here. You just basically want to tear into the plastic, rip it open. I usually take a liking to go down to the bottom side instead of where the on-off switch is. There's no easy way to do this. You just gotta tear into it. So you want to get down basically so that you're right to where the back of the batteries bump onto it. Trim around. You could use a Dremel tool for this too if you want. I've just always used a side cutters for it. At this point, should just basically slide right out with your fingers. Discard everything. Pull your little driver off there. Would be your pinion for the toothbrush. There's going to be a little yeah, a little guard. That's what they grease it up. Take and clean that off there. Your rocker for your on-off switch, you don't need that. Take your side cutters, and you can try to get up in this little area right here as you're looking at it, and try to cut that piece right there, and cut the wire on the other side. You got to be careful that you don't end up busting this tab loose from the motor. It's soldered in, so this side cutter is not cutting real well. Also take and snap this out just a little bit. If you do happen to have a soldering iron handy, either that or a Dremel, take and try to break that loose. Get your soldering iron there, break the solder, break that tab loose. This side, you basically take and come on the back side. Top side, whatever you can do just to get into the solder. You're going to have a little plastic melting going on there too, probably. Break it loose and then it'll just slide out away from there. Basically all this stuff can just be totally discarded. You don't need any of that. Like I said, I would suggest breaking the motor in 10 or 15 minutes on the 2 batteries. So you got basically a motor, slot car motor, and you got 2 AAA batteries there. So I said just clean your grease and your off of here really good, and take and put some oil on there. Some guys will actually put a little lacquer thinner on here and get all this grease off so they can actually run oil. It's a little bit lighter weight. Like I said, I would recommend breaking it in with the grease that's on there first. And then, the tabs are marked here so that you know the positive and the negative. And that's pretty much about the extent of it. Sometimes if you solder in, just take and scuff this up a little bit with sandpaper and put your flux on there. It's got 3 screws for the motor mounts. Thread in. Sometimes it'll line in, sometimes it won't, depending on what you're running it in. That's basically it, kind of in a nutshell. It took me less than 5 minutes to do all that. I've done a few of them, but the first one obviously probably take it just a little bit more time. But that's basically it. If you have any questions, contact me on the Facebook. RaceSRP.com would be the website you can go to, or you can go to the Facebook page is SRP Slot Cars. So Hope this helped you guys out and give you some little bit of information. Like I said, if you have any questions, make sure you contact me. Thanks, and have a good race.